opening night! And I'm so excited! We're so excited! I got my Beetlejuice attire on and my Ghostbusters pins and Hopper pin and Horror Nights pin, and so there was a tweet that John Murdy, one of the creators of Halloween Horror Nights, he's so nice, but he tweeted about how he was showing Dan Aykroyd the Ghostbusters maze today before the event, and I was like, I'm literally going to lose my shit if Dan Aykroyd is there at Halloween Horror Nights red carpet. We're so excited. The red carpet starts at like 6:30. It's like 5, so we're gonna get there early and get some coffee. See, you turned into a fuddy-duddy when I turned the camera on.
Fuddy-duddy?
A fuddy-duddy. Okay.
A fuddy-duddy.
Okay. Contagious. Entertain us. I'm excited because we get to do the rides too tonight. So like Jurassic Park and The Mummy is my favorite, but I haven't been on the new Jurassic Park one yet. Which is... We're at Starbucks. I said my name was Beetlejuice. And everyone's gonna be like, oh my god, Beetlejuice is here?
Beetlejuice.
I have my iced coffee, and this is the red carpet. So we're up at Pizza Hut so we can get like a good view of everything that's going on so we don't miss anything. So this is the red carpet. People are already starting to line up. After we're done here, we're probably just gonna go get a place, and some really fun, exciting people are gonna be here, and maybe like some people from like Stranger Things and stuff. Sorry if I'm like looking over there because that's where I can see myself. I'm really kind of tired, which is weird, but we gotta get lit. This is my favorite time of the year. We're finally in the park, and now it's setting in. I'm getting nervous. Okay. I'm getting nervous. Where are we going? He ran. He got scared of you. There's a lot happening. We are going into the creepy clown maze. Kelly Osbourne and her squad photobombed me and told me they loved me, and there's a lot going on. I'm really excited. I feel like I'm kind of scared of clowns, but now I feel like I really love clowns. I think they're good people. They're just misunderstood. Wow, I'm a cringe. My dad likes to act like he's scared of workers.
What in tarnation is going on here? Dog! Where's my Pooh Bear? I'll tear this thing apart with my bare hands!
You okay?
This thing is wired!
Woo! stan Jeff Goldblum. We love Jeff Goldblum. We're about to do Jurassic World. I can't speak, and we're so excited. Hi. Hello. Yes. This is the new ride. I don't know. I'm lit. And then at 10 o'clock, we're going up to the panel with John Murdy and Slash and Eli Roth, and that's gonna last 20 minutes. Yeah, Slash.
Oh yeah, front
No.
row, baby. Oh.
We got front row of Jurassic World, and I'm gonna pee my pants. That's gonna be scary as hell. That's scarier than any of the mazes.
Make sure your hands are up.
We're in the front row, and I'm gonna puke. I'm gonna puke. Oh, no, no, no.
Of the food chain.
We're gonna get so wet.
Mosasaurus, apex predator of the deep. You are clear for entry.
It's actually so scary. This is cool. I love you, Jeff Goldblum. We just went on Jurassic Park and got drenched. That was crazy. That was awful going down. Are you wet?
Tell him cool hair.
We're doing an ice cream break. Well, he is, because I'm vegan. And I'm not like Jared Leto, and I'm not a cheegan. But honestly, I would be for Jared Leto, because like... You think he's here?
Take a vanilla chocolate swirl and a waffle cone and a Sprite. Yeah, please.
We're going into the Slash panel with John Murdy and Slash and Greg Nicotero, which is crazy because I know Frank, Greg's brother.
What's really exciting about this is that we get to tap into
We're
the
so
original
close.
1980s.
He stopped, he was dancing.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Universal Studios Hollywood Halloween Horror Nights. And behind the screens, a look at this year's event. Please welcome to the stage, John Murdy and Chris Williams.
How you doing? Well, thank you first and foremost. Thank you all of you for joining us, not only at fan preview night, but at this little behind the scenes panel we're going to do to tell you a little bit of what went into creating Halloween Horror Nights 2019. I'm John Murdy, I'm creative director, executive producer of HHN.
And I'm Chris Williams, art director of HHN, and thank you so much for coming out and checking this out. We really appreciate this tonight.
So what we thought we'd do, and by the way, we brought some friends. I don't know if you've heard. Yeah? Do you guys know who's going to join us out here tonight? First, Chris and I are going to take you through a little bit about we create HHN. We're going to use examples from the mazes we're doing this year. Have you guys gotten out of the park and seen some mazes?
Woo!
I've seen two. We've been doing a lot of press tonight. But after that, we're going to bring out our friends, Slash, Eli Roth, Greg Nicotero, and we're going to have a little chat about working together in the past. So let's start things off. This is the lineup for this year's event, obviously. House of a Thousand Corpses. Holidays in Hell. The Walking Dead. Jordan Peele's Us. And The Curse of Pandora's Box. there's more. Because this year we're doing more mazes than ever before. We're doing 10 mazes. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Stranger Things. Creep Show. Universal Monsters Frankenstein meets the Wolfman. That's right. And last but not least, Ghostbusters. For that character, these are all hand-drawn. And in addition to that, we have an artist who does fine art for us as well. And if you go through Holidays in Hell in the nursery, there's some amazing pieces of artwork.
Yeah, we're just trying to make some visual language in there. And you can see up here with our nursery rhymes that we have, essentially.
Little Miss Muffet that sat on the tuffet, and the cow that jumped over the moon. And I don't know if you can see that, but all of the cuts of meat are labeled on the cow.
Yes.
And in addition to that, the inspiration for this maze was vintage postcards, and we have all these postcards that set up the different scenes you go through. So again, this was done by our artist Lucas Colshaw, and he did custom vintage postcards for every scene in the maze. And we even have to create fake products. So the fireworks stand for the 4th of July scene, everything in it is fireworks brands that we made up. There really isn't a fireworks company called the Mauler. Because this maze is based on season 2, but at the very end there's a little bit of season 3 as a bit of a tease, and you run into the giant head of the big bad. So this was done by our makeup team, Chris, and that is?
Yeah, McGee Effects.
Yeah, McGee Effects. So we work with on all of the creature creation and all of the makeup. When you think about it, they're making up hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people every night, but they work with us every year to bring that to life. And then there's a movie called Ghostbusters. And for that, with great Slimer. So that's our sculpt, Patrick McGee's sculpt for Slimer.
Yeah, and you can see the one on, I guess your left, that we're trying to do it how the film is doing it. So Slimer with his actual arms out, and we're gonna do black art as he's UV and black out his legs. So works pretty well.
And also the Terror Dog. So this guy had to be sculpted life-size. It's a puppeted figure being controlled by somebody behind the set. We give them a camera feed and a monitor so they can see all you guys, but you can't see them. So they can time their scares accordingly. They can activate their own audio. They can activate their own lighting effects. They can manipulate the creature, make its mouth move. So a lot of what we do is basically practical effects. I grew up in the era of practical effects. I know you did too, with the great makeup artists like Stan Winston and Rick Baker. So everything we do gets translated back to the world of practical effects. Greg Nicotero.
Hi guys.
But wait, there's more.
There is more.
Not just Greg.
There's many more.
Eli Roth. Let's crank it up for the last of our guests, Slash. All right, well, since we've got all these gentlemen assembled here, and all people we've worked with down through the years in Halloween Horror Nights, the first question I'd like to ask is, if you remember, what is the first horror movie you ever saw?
Can I swear?
Well, it is a theme park.
First, I just want to say how fucking psyched I am to be on stage with Slash.
We should have brought some,
But that little box just got checked. Like, just Slash. It's not a
Yeah, that's alright. Thanks.
The first movie. And Greg, come on, he's been in every one of my movies. I'm honored to be with Greg. But Slash. So
I agree, by the way.
So the first movie that I saw that probably scared me, weirdly, it's not a horror movie, it's a Disney movie, and that was Pinocchio. And when they go to Pleasure Island and those kids get turned into jackasses, I was like, this is some shit. Like this is dark. And then when they get eaten by the whale, Disney is the one that screwed me up. But then when I was old enough to see horror movies, I think I was 6 years old, I watched The Exorcist.
Not a good idea, by the way.
No, this is what happens. You know, they say that, you know, Tarantino always says that violent movies don't cause violence, they cause violent filmmakers. And I think, you know, we're all living proof of that.
Cool. Slash.
So I'm thinking about it. I think it was The House of Wax with Vincent Price, and I saw it when I was really, really little, but I remember it very well. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the first one. But you know, all things considered, you guys, it's a huge honor for me to be on stage with these guys. So I'm like nervous as fuck right now. I'm like a fanboy who got lucky to
Wait,
be
did
up
you
here.
check off a box now? You can say you're on stage with Eli and Greg.
Yeah.
The first thing we ever did together, which for us would have been
The Clowns.
Clowns 3D.
It was just awesome. I was like a kid in a candy store having the opportunity to be able to do something like that. I'm really huge horror junkie, science fiction, thrillers, all that kind of stuff. And so to be able to put together some music for this crazy clown thing with these murderous clowns and all these designs that John was showing me, it was just a lot of fun, and it was out of my normal sort of working environment. So it was killer.
Cool. And Eli.
Yeah, well, I remember we said, let's do the Hostel Maze.
Yeah, we met at Horror Nights.
We met at Horror Nights, and I was like, I want to do, you know, Hostel. That's my dream. So we worked like for a year, and took some convincing, because at the time it wasn't quite what it is now. I had all the original blueprints, and I had the plans, and I had the designs, and I had the props, and I gave them everything. I was like, I want you guys to be able to.
You literally put a cord from your computer to mine and just
gave you everything. So like everything
that
that our art department had to build on Hostel, we gave to you guys, and I just couldn't. I went through it, and I just couldn't believe how beautifully it was done. I wanted to be like the #1 maze that year, which we were, like 2,000 people an hour. Like every night I was like, did we win? They're like, yeah, you guys are the most attended. I was super obsessed with winning.
I see that.
And then, but then the last night, I remember I was like, I want to go back, and I want to work in the maze, and I want to be a scare actor. And I went with the cast, and after 20 minutes I was like dripping with sweat, and I lost my voice, and was like, you gotta pace yourself, like they're all teaching me. And then when people don't get scared, I was like, I was really scary, what the? And then you like sometimes you jump out, somebody do the silent creep, you walk behind them, and they turn around and scream. And watching like a grown person, like 3 times your body weight, scream and shrivel like a little child is the most deeply, weirdly satisfying thing. I was like, this is addictive, I love this, it's so much fun.
Do you have a favorite of just any other maze we've ever done in the history of Halloween Horror Nights?
Last year's Stranger Things blew me. I mean, this was incredible too, but I was like, I'm such a fan of this show, I loved it. You know, that Krampus maze was... It's the Sabbath. The Sabbath 3D thing, I was like, I've never seen anything like this. Like every room was so trippy. But that Krampus one, the way you use the smells. Tonight with the
best
marshmallow,
maze we ever did.
It's like just you went and it smelled like Christmas, and it was just there was something so wonderfully perverse about like those smells that are so comforting and just make you happy, and cinnamon and chocolate, and then just like these monsters trying to kill you. It was great.
I took my girls through Krampus during the day without the performers when they were 2 and 4. And I was like, well, you know, it's Christmassy, you know, and but then they started associating Krampus with Christmas, and they're like, well, where's Krampus? Like when we're putting up the tree, and I'm like, ooh, this is gonna be hard to explain to the wife.
You know, the Seasons of Hell Scare Zone last year was...
Oh, Holidays in Hell.
Holidays in Hell.
That was awesome. It wasn't a maze, but it was killer.
Beautiful.
So we could go on about every year that I've been coming in. I wish I had started coming sooner. I was always on the road, and I just didn't know.
I know, your
then
career.
I showed up, I was like, oh my god, this is the greatest thing in the fucking world.
It's the end of the night. My camera's blurry. There you go. It's kind of focusing. We're going to the Mummy. We just went to Stranger Things. And night. We're gonna go upstairs after this and go on our last couple things. I could sleep in one of these mazes. Like, that's how much I love this place. So I'm kind of sad. We just found out the park closes at 1, so I don't think we did all the attractions on the upper lot. My dad's literally running like a freaking psycho. This is beautiful. The park is shutting down. That's how we do. And I think we get to go through this scare zone. Hopefully it's still open. I don't hear chainsaws. I used to hate chainsaws, and now they excite me. I miss getting scared now. Look, everything's basically closed. Wait. That's crazy.
You think they have donuts in there?
Maybe. They have donut pillows. Guys, I'm missing being scared. I'm not even kidding. Like, I love the music that they play. I love the chainsaws. I love the people. I love the mazes. I appreciate the artwork that goes into each maze. Halloween Horror Nights to me is like an art form, and I love it. And I'm sad. I want to go back in. How many times did we ride the Mummy?
400 or 500, baby.
Baby. That was so fun. How was Halloween Horror Nights?
It was great. We closed it down, baby.
Something strange in the neighborhood. Who you gonna call?